If you've been told that avocados are one of the healthiest foods on earth, you're not wrong. But here's what most people over 60 are never told. Eating avocados the wrong way can quietly work against your health, especially if your digestion isn't what it used to be. Your blood sugar feels unpredictable, or your energy just isn't the same anymore. I've seen many well-meaning people add avocados daily, thinking they're doing everything right, and then wonder why they feel heavy, sluggish, or even more inflamed than before. The food isn't the enemy. The mistakes are. After the age of 50, the body changes in ways we don't always notice at first. Stomach acid naturally declines, the liver works a little slower, and the pancreas doesn't always respond as efficiently as it once did. For men especially, this stage of life often comes with stubborn weight around the middle, rising blood pressure, joint stiffness, and energy that just doesn't last through the day. Foods that were once easy to digest can suddenly feel too rich or too heavy, and avocados fall right into that category when they're misused. Avocados are rich in natural fats, and while those fats are valuable, they require strong bile flow and good digestive strength to be handled properly. One of the most common mistakes older adults make is eating too much avocado in one sitting, especially first thing in the morning or late in the evening. The body at these times is not always prepared to digest concentrated fats efficiently. Instead of fueling you, it can slow you down, making you feel tired, bloated, or mentally foggy. Another issue many men over 50 face is blood sugar imbalance. Even though avocados are low in sugar, pairing them incorrectly or eating them at the wrong time of day can still disrupt energy levels. When digestion is weak, fats can sit in the stomach longer than they should, creating fermentation and discomfort. Over time, this can stress the gut and contribute to inflammation, something many older adults are already battling without realizing it. There's also a lifestyle factor that's often overlooked. As we age, we tend to move less, sit more, and eat larger portions than our bodies actually need. Avocados are dense and satisfying, but when they're added on top of an already heavy meal, they can overload the digestive system. This is especially true for men who eat quickly, eat late, or eat while stressed. The body simply doesn't absorb the nutrients the way it should. The truth is, avocados can be incredibly supportive after 60 when eaten with awareness, proper timing, and respect for how the aging body works. But without that understanding, they can quietly contribute to fatigue, digestive strain, and metabolic imbalance. In the next part, we'll go deeper into specific mistakes many seniors make with avocados and how small changes can make a big difference in how your body responds. As we move deeper into this topic, it's important to understand that the body after 60 is not broken, it's simply different. It asks for cooperation rather than force. One of the biggest mistakes people make with avocados at this stage of life is treating them like a free food, something you can eat every day, in large amounts without consequence. In younger years, the body could adapt and adjust. After 50, especially for men, that flexibility slowly fades. Avocados are naturally heavy. They're cooling, dense, and rich, which means they can be very soothing or very burdensome depending on how they're used. Many older adults eat avocados on top of meat, heavy meals, or alongside other rich foods, thinking they're balancing the plate. What actually happens is that digestion slows even more. Proteins and fats together require strong digestive fire, and when that fire is low, food sits too long in the gut. This can lead to gas, pressure, and that uncomfortable feeling of fullness that lasts for hours. Another common issue is eating avocados when the body is already under stress. Men over 50 often live with silent stress from work, finances, family responsibilities, or health worries. Stress redirects blood away from digestion. When a heavy food like avocado is eaten in that state, the body struggles to break it down properly. Instead of nourishment, it becomes a load. Over time, This pattern can contribute to liver congestion and sluggish metabolism, which many people mistakenly blame on aging alone. Timing also matters more than most realize. Eating avocados late in the day, especially after sunset, is one of the quiet mistakes that interferes with rest and recovery. The digestive system naturally slows in the evening. When rich foods are eaten at that time, they can remain partially undigested through the night. This can affect sleep quality, increase morning fatigue, and even contribute to stiffness upon waking, something many seniors accept as normal but shouldn't have to. There's also the issue of eating avocados straight from the refrigerator. Cold foods dampen digestion, particularly in older bodies. When cold avocado is eaten, the stomach must first warm it before it can begin breaking it down. This extra effort can leave you feeling heavy and uncomfortable, especially if digestion is already weak. Room temperature foods are far gentler on the system and allow nutrients to be absorbed more efficiently. Lifestyle habits play a role too. Sitting immediately after eating avocado-based meals or eating while distracted can interfere with proper digestion. The body needs calm, movement, and focus to process rich foods well. A short walk, a few deep breaths, or simply eating slowly can dramatically change how your body responds. Avocados are not meant to be feared, but they are meant to be respected, especially after 60. In the next part, we'll explore how portion size, food combinations, and daily routines can either turn avocados into a healing food or a hidden strain on your body. Now let's talk about portions, because this is where many people unknowingly go wrong. As the body ages, it needs more nutrients, not more volume. Yet many men over 50 eat a whole avocado in one sitting, sometimes even two, believing that more of a good food must be better. In reality, this can overwhelm digestion and place unnecessary strain on the liver and gallbladder. The body can only process so much fat at one time, and when that limit is exceeded, the excess doesn't support health the way people expect. Another subtle mistake is using avocados as a replacement for balance. Some people reduce vegetables and rely on avocado as their main source of nourishment in a meal. While avocados contain valuable compounds, they are not a complete food. They lack the fiber variety and mineral range found in leafy greens and other vegetables. Over time, this imbalance can slow the bowels and reduce nutrient absorption, something many seniors quietly struggle with. Men after 50 often deal with muscle loss, reduced strength, and slower recovery. This makes food pairing even more important. When avocados are eaten without enough supporting foods, the body may not use the fats effectively for repair and energy. Instead, those fats can be stored or contribute to that stubborn midsection weight that seems impossible to lose. This isn't about willpower. It's about how the body changes with age. Another issue that rarely gets discussed is hydration. Avocados are dense and require adequate fluids to move smoothly through the digestive tract. Many older adults don't drink enough water, either because they don't feel thirsty or they're trying to avoid frequent bathroom visits. When avocados are eaten in a dehydrated state, digestion slows further, increasing discomfort and heaviness. Gentle hydration throughout the day supports better digestion and helps the body actually benefit from the nutrients. There's also the habit of eating avocados too frequently. Even healthy foods need rotation. When the same rich food is eaten daily, the body can become overloaded and less responsive. Variety supports the gut and prevents stagnation. Rotating fats and foods allows digestion to rest and recover, which is especially important after 60. Posture and movement matter more than most people think. Eating while slouched, rushing meals, or lying down soon after eating can interfere with digestion. For men dealing with back stiffness or joint discomfort, posture often suffers, and digestion follows. Simply sitting upright, chewing thoroughly, and allowing time for meals can improve how avocados are tolerated. The goal is not restriction but wisdom. Avocados can be deeply nourishing when eaten in the right amount, with the right companions, and in alignment with the body's natural rhythms. In the next part, we'll look at how small lifestyle adjustments and mindful eating can help older adults enjoy avocados without the hidden downsides many experience. At this stage, it helps to step back and look at the bigger picture of how food fits into daily life after 60. Many health challenges men face after 50 don't come from one bad food, but from repeated small habits that quietly add up over time. Avocados often become part of that pattern, not because they're harmful, but because they're eaten without listening to the body's signals. One overlooked mistake is ignoring how you feel after eating. Many people notice heaviness, sleepiness, or a tight feeling in the abdomen after avocado-based meals and simply brush it off as normal aging. These are signals, not flaws. The body is asking for lighter portions, better timing, or more supportive habits around meals. When these signs are ignored repeatedly, digestion becomes weaker instead of stronger. Men over 50 often deal with slower circulation and reduced metabolic activity. This means nutrients take longer to reach the tissues that need them. Eating rich foods like avocados without enough movement can slow this process even more. A gentle walk after meals is one of the simplest lifestyle habits that can dramatically change how the body responds. Movement encourages digestion, supports circulation, and prevents that heavy feeling that many people associate with healthy fats. Another mistake is using avocados as a comfort food. During times of stress or fatigue, it's easy to reach for foods that feel satisfying and familiar. Avocados are smooth, rich, and grounding, which makes them appealing during emotional or mental strain. But eating in this state can disconnect you from true hunger cues. Over time, this habit can contribute to weight gain and reduced energy, especially around the midsection, an area many men struggle with as hormone levels shift. There's also the issue of combining avocados with refined or processed foods. While some people believe adding avocado makes an unhealthy meal better, the body still has to deal with everything on the plate. Rich fats paired with low-quality foods slow digestion and increase metabolic stress. For older adults, this combination can leave them feeling drained instead of nourished. Even the way avocados are prepared matters. Eating them mashed, blended, or chewed allows easier digestion compared to large chunks eaten quickly. The more the food is broken down before it reaches the stomach, the less work the digestive system has to do. This is especially important when natural digestive strength has declined. Daily rhythm also plays a role. Skipping meals and then eating a large avocado-heavy meal later in the day places unnecessary strain on digestion. Regular, balanced meals help stabilize energy and support better nutrient use. Consistency is far more supportive than extremes. Avocados are best seen as a supportive addition, not a foundation. When they're eaten with awareness, movement, calm, and balance, they can truly nourish the body after 60. In the final part, we'll bring everything together and talk about how to enjoy avocados in a way that supports long-term strength, clarity, and steady energy as you age. As we come to the end of this discussion, it's worth remembering that health after 60 is less about chasing perfect foods and more about creating daily harmony with the body. Avocados are not a miracle, and they're not a mistake. They are simply a food that asks for wisdom, especially as the body matures and its needs change. One of the most important shifts men over 50 can make is learning to eat with intention. This means choosing times of the day when digestion is strongest, staying present during meals, and paying attention to how the body responds afterward. When avocados are eaten earlier in the day, in modest amounts, and as part of a balanced meal, they are far more likely to support steady energy rather than drain it. Lifestyle plays just as large a role as food itself. Adequate rest, gentle daily movement, and time outdoors all support better digestion and metabolism. When these foundations are in place, The body can handle richer foods with greater ease. Without them, even the healthiest foods can become a burden. This is why some people thrive on avocados while others feel worse, even though they're eating the same thing. Another key point is simplicity. The body after 60 does not need complicated combinations or constant experimentation. Simple meals eaten calmly and consistently allow the digestive system to work efficiently. Avocados fit best into this simplicity when they are treated as an addition, not the centerpiece of every meal.